So maybe you can walk us through some of that about looking back along your journey, what you recognized.
Wow. As they say, it always makes sense in hindsight. So I'm going to say this today, but I definitely didn't know everything at that point. But if I look at it today, I think a few things that, so maybe I spoke through the content bit, right? Which is definitely something that's spoken about. Like you need to post consistently, but there's a lot more. Like it's just one piece. It's a very important piece, but it's one piece of the puzzle. So what I've noticed, a few things that helped. One is adding the right people to your network, because you might say amazing things, but if there's no one to listen, then that's a problem. So make sure you add the right people from your industry into the network. One, so that your content is exposed to them, but also so that you're exposed to their content, because you never know what inspires you when you learn something new. So I think it cannot only be about the numbers. It has to be about the fact that you're out there giving something of value and then you're taking something of value back. So I think definitely adding the right people to my network helped. I'd say that evolved. So in the beginning, and I'll be completely honest here, in the beginning, I would, just add maybe people I wanted to sell to at the beginning, because I thought this is going to work really well with them. They should talk to me about this, but that's just not how it works in the immediate scenario. So you also need to just add people, industry leaders, people in your country doing, interesting things. Uh, just the globe. It's such an. I mean, I've come across amazing people who are talking about diversity and inclusion in 5,000 miles away from me. It's just so cool that you can have all this and be exposed to that. So that's a soft learning for me. Something else that's a soft learning is engaging with other people's content as well. So, I'm not a master of the algorithm, but I think even basic common sense says that if you just keep posting content and expect people to engage with it and you never engage with anyone else's content, it's just not going to work after a point. So it's just even beyond the algorithm. I think it's just common courtesy to make sure that if you are expecting people to engage with your content, engage with other people's content as well. That being said, I something I've realized over the last year, I think a lot of people, because they've been told this, like go comment on people's posts. Don't just go comment just because you want to add like comments. So I think this is personal for me, though. I mean, again, the algorithm might support otherwise, but for me, I just feel like I'd rather do 10 good comments than do 20 comments that don't add value to the person's post or to the conversation happening there. So I'd rather take that minute more and say my thought on that topic rather than just say interesting post.